welcome to today's stream. Sorry it's a little bit late. I just had a very strange issue there when I first tried to go live a few minutes ago, whereby the OBS just suddenly turned around and went, "Hey, CWATTY, you've not installed the latest Windows updates on your computer. You've not installed the latest NVIDIA driver on your computer. Until you do that, I'm not going to run anymore." That's the first time I've ever had a program on my PC do that, and I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of that because, as many people will know, I don't like Windows updates. I don't like installing them because they tend to mess up my computer settings, especially my audio and stuff. Now, I still don't know why this thing's not making wood chips. It's supposed to make wood chips, but it's not doing. I did try looking at this off camera, having a bit of a look at the production thing, because there's definitely an animation for it. I'm just a bit confoozled. What am I? I've got flipping cable ties. These little plastic things, you know, that come wrapped around cables. Got those all over my desk, and my mouse keeps running over them, and then my mouse doesn't work because the laser's not in contact with my desk. Right, let's have a quick look at that. Because ideally I want to get this fixed, because wood chips are important now for me, because of cartons. Need to make cartons. So why is that doing that, I wonder? Input boards, yeah. Empty pallets, yeah. Is there a output per hour is 100? I might just raise that a little bit. It might not let me because the game is being used by another process, which of course is the game. Let's try that again then. Sorry about this, people. I should have got this all sorted out before I went live. I think. Just bear with me. I do want to get this done though, because it's very important that mods work properly. Otherwise, why have them installed? And I want to look at the new DLC today as well, which is one of the reasons I thought Slovak Village is good, because I wanted to do some more logging anyway, whilst we're waiting for the temperature to raise up on our factories. So we should be loading in back in again. So yes, there's a new DLC out today, everybody. The Rottney DLC, which I've installed just before loading the game up today. It also took my server offline, I'll be honest, because obviously the server hosting company has had to install the DLC to the server so that anybody wishing to play with it can use it. So I didn't realise my server was offline this morning. It is now back up and running if anybody wants to go and play on the Deer Country server. But we are back today on Slovak Village with seasons where it is mid-spring still. So let's waste no time. Let's look at the Rottney DLC. Only 2 vehicles, so I can see why there's a bit of a little bit of complaint from the farm sim community regarding the DLC. I can understand some people are not happy that it was a forestry DLC, and many people don't care about forestry. And then secondly, again, to release a piece of DLC where there's only 2 vehicles, a lot of people were just like, no. Giants, no. So we're going to drive this over to the sawmill area where we're going to put this through its test. I don't really expect much from it. I think it's just going to function like any old tree chopper. But we're going to spend the rest of the day today getting some logs and getting the boards factory well and truly stocked up with boards. And the quarry is running quite nicely. I think people don't remember that the quarry is running very nice. I got that up and running as well in the last video, the last stream. So hopefully it's all good. Like I say, at the moment I've got 4 fields left to plant on the farm side of things. However, temperatures are not in the right window for the 2 crops that I want to plant. So at this moment in time, like I say, I'm just exploring the other things the map has to offer, especially as I can't do any like grass mowing or anything yet because it's early spring or mid-spring. The grass has only just been seeded, so we're not going to get a spring cut this year. We're probably going to have to wait till the summer before we get our first mowing. I appreciate as well I don't own a mower yet, as far as I'm aware. No, I do own a mower. I don't own any baling equipment yet. That's what it is. I didn't buy a baler or anything yet. Because I was toying with, obviously, loading wagon. Because obviously loading wagons are quick and easy for picking up fields of stuff. But then, of course, I remembered we're playing with seasons. You can't sell loose material. It has to be in bales. So I'm going to need to get a baler. I wasn't sure whether to get a square baler or a round baler. A round baler would give me the option of wrapping, I believe, grass as I'm doing it, to do silage if I want to go down the silage road. But yeah, I'm not sure yet. Again, what are you guys? What's your feedback on grass and stuff, hay and silage production with seasons? What's your preferred setup? What's your method of attack? Your plan of attack, should I say. Because again, typically in the past, when I have played with seasons on maps, what I've tended to do is just grab buildings, fermenting buildings, hay dryers. I've not actually done hay and silage production in the field the way that most people typically would, and I've gone the wrong way. Unfold the harvester first of all. Oh yes. Da-da, 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 da-da. Change cut length. I probably want to do that. I probably want to make 4 meters. I think is a good length. My trees. Nice little pile of logs. There we go. Still not finished yet, actually. That's doing that up and down. I think I prefer it when the left stick is doing the up and down. I don't like that. The controls aren't right, mapped right. Well, I rebound something wrong. It shares this button. And I've got to lift that up first. Lot of logs. Yeah, see, that's not doing what I want it to do. I want it to go up and down when I do that, when I use the left stick. So yeah, I'll get used to Oh, that didn't work right. That didn't work right. Ah! Been attacked by trees. We're a little bit far away. We're better now. There we go. Better. Certainly quicker than me running around with a chainsaw doing it by hand. But the question is, can I pick these up any quicker? And people will probably say, based on your recent performances with this wheel loader thing, no. But we'll have a go, won't we? We'll try. There are obviously stumps to get rid of, so we'll do that. And for people wondering how I'm able to get rid of the stumps with the chainsaw, it's the lumberjack mod. The lumberjack mod allows you to do stump removal with the chainsaw. If you don't want to mess around with stump grinders, you don't have to. Just grab yourself the chainsaw and go and remove some tree stumps. I don't think there's a tree stump over there. There will be one over here, obviously. Where I've just removed. Job done. Right, let's go get the skid steer, which has probably got pallet forks on it, I think. Yeah. Ah, yeah, I was also going to look at getting, obviously, some way of being able to hoover the wood chips out of there a lot faster and a lot betterer. So frustrating. These grapples. Do not grapple. Hey Giants, you know, if you was going to release a forestry DLC, wouldn't it have been a nice idea as well at the same time to have released an update that fixes the issues with grapples and stuff not picking up logs? You know, just saying, picking up one log at a time is not efficient. Not efficient. You know, we need better ways to pick up and transport our logs. And before people say, well, yeah, see, Waddy, go and grab yourself the log trailer. It's the same problem. If I want to load that log trailer with logs, I can still only load them one log at a time because the grapple will only pick up one log at a time. It's a bit annoying. I'm not going to lie. You know, this thing clearly looks like it can definitely handle more than one piece of wood. You know. Otherwise, what's the freaking point of it? I mean, that picked up slightly better that time. There we go. Well, we'll take these. Like I say, I'm just basically trying to run out the rest of today. Run the clock down. Get to day 7. Mid-spring. Okay, I've got 2. This thing producing any wood chips yet now that I've done an actual fix for it? Yes! We're getting wood chips, baby. We're getting wood chips, baby. We're also getting pallets. So yeah, it did seem like the the wood chip output on that machine was wrong. Or the output, the per per hour number of items it creates per hour thing was wrong. There we go. Well, I picked up 2 logs that time. Might have to go and grab the I know it's bad for me to say this, but honestly, I probably would be better off getting the big bag handler for the wheel loader. That'll definitely pick up logs a lot faster. So let's go to forestry machines. We will grab one of these because it makes sense. I also want to get myself a belt system. How high does that go? Is my question. Am I better off just getting one of these? Possibly. Right, I need to get this thing back. Hopefully without losing it. He says. I've got a trailer. I have got a thing on the back here. Oh, it won't let me. Won't let me take the conveyor belt. Oh well, probably gonna have to drive that by hand then, I think. One thing I did forget was how slow all this forestry equipment is on the road. It's not the quickest machine in the world. Not the quickest machine on the road. And we've got quite a distance to drive, but hey, that's life, for lack of better terms. In some ways, it's a good job my forestry area isn't millions of miles from the sawmill, because trying to drive there with logs would be very painful. But would I say that this DLC was worth the value? Probably not. Probably not for $3.99 or whatever for two machines that we've already got many mods of. Similar vehicles and equipment. We've got plenty of mods on the mod hub that can do the job that these two bits of equipment do. Like I say, unless these two bits of equipment did something a lot better than the in-game vehicles or the modded vehicles, I'm really at a bit of a loss, really, on that front. Please may I have that? Thank you, game. Just want this. Oh yeah. Failing to pick up all the bits and bobs, we'll use that if this doesn't work. Yeah. I think this is probably designed for much bigger logs. See that? Picked up loads. lost one. That can pull in. That needs to rotate. Like, one of the things I think would be kind of useful on a machine like this is to designate like a home position. Like if I wanted that to be the home position of the thing, I should be able to set that, and then I should just be able to hit a button and the machine will automatically return to that position. That would definitely speed up the loading and unloading of this thing. I mean, I'm not going to worry too much because I do have, obviously, with the lumberjack mod installed, you do have slightly stronger. You are able to pick up wood that you perhaps wouldn't normally. Whoops. No. It's better. It's weird doing this on a controller. Because weirdly the controller controls don't make any sense. I'm not going to use the excuse like, oh, they're inverted or anything like that, but they don't, to me, when I've used like I say forklifts, things like that in real life, you know, the one thing I've not had, you know, you kind of know how, you know, you can get into any forklift in the world after you've driven one and learnt on one, or a wheel loader, telehandler, anything like that. You can get into any of those and the controls are going to be pretty much the same from one machine to the next. You know, you pick the stick, you move the stick in a direction, you know what's going to happen, you know. But weirdly, in these farm sim games, that's not the case. It varies so much. Well, there's a flipping bit of wood on the ground now. I wonder if I should strap. Probably need to strap. Oh, lost a log. It's getting tricky. Of course, it doesn't help as well with the camera perspective, because the camera perspective kind of throws you out a bit as well. Because the camera perspective doesn't change based on your viewpoint. Let's oh, I got a few more logs on this time. That was a bit better, but I still ultimately think that it's going to be quicker for me just to strap that big bag handler onto the wheel lee bear there. Oh, you see, that's not even trying to get the logs off. So yeah, it's not even easy to unload this, because the trigger doesn't recognise. So I'm going to have to take the logs off one by one. Rottney DLC? Not for me. Oh. As I say, I don't normally do logging in the game anyway, so I'm not the greatest logger in using these tools. Maybe for players who have spent, you know, hundreds and hundreds of hours using this type of equipment, you'll be better than me at it, and you probably think, this is actually a brilliant bit of kit. It's a wonderful tool. Does the job brilliantly. Just what I wanted. For me, nah, I can live without them. I'm going to leave that in there. I'm going to grab Mr. Lee Bear. Because I think ultimately this is still going to be the quickest way of doing it. Ta-da! See? Perfect. Yeah, they jiggle and wriggle around a bit. Sometimes they can flip the machine over, but... ultimately, that's a quicker way of doing the logs. What I can do as well with this is you can push the logs. So you can actually make little piles if you want little piles. Big men are here. The rubbish man. Rubbish tip Tuesday. Couple more logs. Tree trunks. It's a shame I can't get rid of these. Can I? Oh, I can. That's new. I didn't think I could cut those out. There's one on this corner somewhere as well. Maybe it's just a case I've got to find the little trigger. The exact pixel. Yeah, there's one right there, look. That one is not so easy to remove. I still kind of prefer doing logs this way. It does make it a lot easier. I mean, as far as wood goes, there's plenty of it in there. I'm probably going to run out of pallets now before I run out of actual wood. It's going pretty well. I mean, obviously we've got crappy bits of wood like this lying around that we can also make use of. I mean, it's not going to be much good for anything, but maybe making some pallets. Right, we want to get rid of this tree as well. Okay. You're a real tree. Some of the other little trees that I've chopped down have just instantly disappeared. There we go. Quick look on the old board tells us we've got 494 empty pallets. We've got 12% wood, 1% boards, 3% wood chips. So this machine's working. It is, however, working incredibly slow. That one's working nicely. Why does that keep turning off? I wonder. Trees. We're getting rid of the trees. With a bit of dead wood there. We can get rid of that too. over here. Pick that up. Right in the pile with the rest. Remove the stumps. I think I only did the two, didn't I, here? No, I did three. I did do three. There's a third stump there. That one might be a little bit harder to remove. Sometimes, some trees, you still need to get a proper stump grinder. To be able to remove them. So actually, the next time I bring a trailer down here to get the wood chips, I must remember to put the tree maverick on the front of it. To remove all those logs. Pause there for a second. I'm going to go get some pallets of boards. There's 2 pallets of boards. Yay! Great thing about the big bag handler is it'll also pick up these. Okay, so whenever I switch that machine off, that thing automatically closes up and turns that off as well. That would explain why it's always not cutting. No, can't remove that. Right then, let's think. What do we want? So yeah, I have got the mower. Got an auger wagon here, which did have wood chips in it. I think. Yeah, I had a couple of litres of wood chips, not many. Got water. So the thing I'm missing over here at my carton production is we're missing pallets at the minute, so we've got to wait for the pallet machine to catch up. Got a load of diesel down here at the quarry place. That's producing well. With a full bucket of soil for the soil machine. Right, so we've got a bucket of stone. The stone machine. Drop that in there. There's already some in there. Really just need to wait. Got plenty of fuel. Plenty of dynamite, so we're 54,000. We're 54% full, should I say, on dynamite. So we should be able to produce plenty of stone And, well, there's at least 2 bucketfuls of stone there. So that's going well. Right, let's go and grab our little conveyor belt. We'll take this over to the sawmill so that when we come to do get a trailer load of wood chips next, we can actually get a trailer load of wood chips. So one of the things I'm hoping for is that the weather's going to get warmer. It's 13 degrees air temp today, 8 degrees ground temp. I think we've got to wait for the ground to hit 10, haven't we? Yeah, ground's got to hit 10 to do soybeans and corn. So I've just got to wait a little bit. Because like I say, the plan is to do 2 fields of soybeans and 2 fields of corn in this first year. Here on the map. It's interesting that some of these farmers haven't actually planted anything yet. Still quite a few fields that have not been seeded. Some fields haven't even been ploughed and that yet. Like there's a whole field of withered sugar beet there that the farmer needs to plough in. That's a bit troubling because that's automatically loaded even though I didn't have the belt turned on. hey, plenty of logs, baby. Plenty of logs. Here we go. Plenty of bits. I need to pick up soon. Why did that one log have to be awkward and land that way? Hey? Why? Don't think I can get that one. Might be a case of I've cut them too close to the ground. Probably need to make sure I'm sawing them off a lot higher. Otherwise I'm ending up with tree stumps that I can't grind out. Yeah, I've probably cut all those a little bit too close to the ground perhaps. So yeah, I'm definitely going to have to bring the tree maverick over when I come to collect the wood chips. Got plenty of logs here. Good afternoon, Mr. Helgi. Yeah. Still playing with logs today, I am. Still doing the logs. Making lots of boards. and wood chips. Making pallets. Yeah. Good thing is I've got wood chips coming out of both machines now, so that's nice. So yeah, definitely the forestry machine is definitely better for chopping down the logs than the trees, than using my chainsaw and doing it that way. However, when it comes to actually then picking up the logs, it's still much easier to do it with the big bag handler than any of the forestry machines or log grapples, because they just don't pick up enough logs. You know, I don't want to pick up one log at a time. It would take forever. So, although, like I say, we have got new DLC today. We've got 2 new vehicles today. We've got the forestry loader over there in the shed. And obviously we got the tree chopper over here. Out of the 2, only the tree chopper's any use, I think. And to be honest, even that doesn't do anything different from what we've already got available in game. So my official opinion of the new DLC is it's only worth having if you're a fan. If you're a fan, you know. If you've got the season pass and it's not going to cost you anything to add the DLC, go for it. Do it. But I wouldn't spend $3.99 on 2 machines that do forestry. I wouldn't. It's not worth it. Neither machine does anything new or different, and it's not like the DLC brings any updates to the physics or game handling mechanics, so yeah. Probably not going to be a winner, that one. Starting to get dark. It is 7 o'clock in the evening. It is actually time for sleep. So perhaps what I should do, once I've dispatched these logs into the wood chipper, into the factory, is go and sleep through the night, and then we can come back on day 7 of spring and see what day 7 has to offer us. Sounds like someone's using a chainsaw in real life outside as well. I don't know if my microphone is picking that up. It shouldn't do, as obviously it's here. It's a lot nearer to me these days. Now I've got my new mic arm. Yeah, who would have thought after all these years, 14 years of doing YouTube videos, that I finally got a mic arm to put my mic on, rather than just having it stood on the desk. Which is very funny, because obviously last night I had a streamer, I had a Twitch streamer tell me that after 14 years of making YouTube videos I should stop because I'm never going to make it. You know, he told me that, you know, if you've been making videos for 14 years and you don't have 100 million subscribers by now, you're never going to, so you should just stop making videos. You should stop doing it. I'm like, okay, what good's that gonna do? sometimes wonder about some of these YouTubers. I think some of these YouTubers kind of forget that they all started small at some point in time. Sure, many of them have grown a lot faster than my channel has, but like I say, for a lot of the time, I've only really been full-time on my channel for the last probably 4 years. You know, prior to that, the 10 years prior to that, I was actually working full-time. My YouTube channel was more of a hobby. You know, it was something I did to pass the time outside of work. So I could say, yeah, well, yeah, I've been uploading videos for 14 years. I've got close to 2,000 videos on my channel, but I've only really been full-time for 4 years. So, you know, let's go back and look at some of these other YouTubers and streamers and see where their channels were 4 years. You know, they weren't overnight sensations, I'm pretty sure. They didn't suddenly just wake up one morning with 1 million subs. They all started out somewhere. And like I say, I've only really been, you know, I kind of refocused the channel 3 years ago and decided to do primarily just farm sim. So there's a whole lot of games that I don't play. So, you know, my audience is going to be a lot smaller as well because I'm only playing one game that people pretty much want to watch. Anytime I try to play anything else, people don't watch it. So, I've kind of got to stick to the farm sim stuff. And ultimately, that's also going to boil down to when are we going to get a new farm sim? Because again, there's only so much you can do with Farm Sim 19. Oh, I need to go outside the door because I didn't check the time. So it's 7:30 in the evening. So if I sleep 12 hours, that'll be 7:30 in the morning. That'll give me a new day. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. Still not warm enough, people would argue. Still not warm enough to do any meaningful planting and stuff. I'm looking at the weed situation now and I'm starting to think to myself, maybe there should be some weed killing, some herbicide spraying being done. Maybe. Right, let's go make sure the quarry is up and running. Right, there's a big pile of stuff over here, so we need to go get that. There's probably quite a lot over here, actually, looking at this. Yeah, I've probably got... There's probably enough there for another bucket. So there's probably 4 buckets of stone there. There's probably 2 buckets of soil. So we'll be able to get this filled up quite nicely. And then we can just leave it for a few days to process. And then we can maybe look at doing something about the weeds, maybe. I know I said I wasn't going to do weed killing or weed removal on this map. But they are maybe starting to take over the field. So we're going to get more soil, more stone, load up the stone, then we'll load up the soil. Then this building this area pretty much runs itself. I might just need to take some more gravel to the bricks area. There's probably quite a bit of gravel building up. And the gravel obviously goes nicely into concrete bricks. And then we've got something we can sell. Ah, our first product. We've also got the gold as well. I ought to be thinking about maybe taking the gold somewhere. To the bank maybe. Seeing how much money we make from our gold. There we go, 59,000 litres of stone. That should produce quite a nice bit of gravel. And lastly, soil. Do some gold prospecting. I don't think there's a lot here. 3,500 litres. Not as much soil comes out then as stone, obviously, from the dynamite blasting. plenty of water. We've got 65 gold. 65 gold, everybody. I'm going to be rich. Litres of gravel. So we've got 3 outputs for gravel. So there should be 3 bucketfuls, which will be obviously 36,000 litres. Which again will be nice to keep the bricks flowing. Keep our brick production. 30,690. So we're looking at about 42,000 litres in total of gravel in there. We're going to have a check on the board in a minute, see how it's doing for everything else. Oh, 42,000 litres. That'll definitely keep it running for a little bit. Gold separator. Gold separator. Gold separator. Soil, water, fuel. Stone crusher, stone, fuel. Gravel heap, gravel heap. Gravel heap 3 is 7,659 litres. So there is actually another bucket full there if I wanted it. Concrete plant. We've got 99 empty pallets. We've got 26,000 litres of cement. We've got a lot of water. We've got quite a nice bit of gravel. And we've currently got 1% bricks. There's our bricks. In fact, actually, our bricks are probably over here, aren't they? Yeah. So we've got 2 pallets of bricks ready to be sold. It's all good stuff. All very good stuff. Let's check the sawmill quickly. How are we doing over on the sawmill side of things? 491 empty pallets. Wood, 17%. Boards, 1%. Wood chips, 11,285. Okay, let's check on the pallet producer. Are you making lots of pallets for me? There's 112 empty pallets at the moment. There's also 1,000 litres of wood chips. And we're at 20% on boards. So this machine's working. It is just kind of working a little bit on the slow side. But hey, what can you do? So then, let's think. If we're going to do spraying to get rid of weeds, we probably want crop protection. Oh, probably going to get one of these just because it makes sense. Buy one of those. And we want the attachment for it, which will be under crop protection. And we'll buy that too. Right, we're then going to need to fill it. So, where will I find the weed killer on the map? Or am I better off buying it here? I think that's 10,000 litres I've just bought. So I might need one more pallet to fill this. Never noticed that before. There was a refillable option there. There we go, one full machine. Filled with the herbicide that we're going to use to kill all the weeds. But I'm only going to spray the fields that we have seeded. Move! Amy. There we go. So this is my field. Field 25. Precision farming has no impact on the herbicide spraying. I've seeded this field, so I'm going to spray it. Okay. So yeah, cruise control for the win. Just drive across the map spraying herbicide. Let's kill all the weeds. But I'm kind of on a bit of the map where there isn't any. Might just have to spray this edge manually, because it's going to get flipping awkward else with the angle. There we go. Now we can drive back across again. Right, there's some weeds on this bit of field, so we should notice them disappear as we go across. Can't actually see them amongst the actual emerging crop, but they've gone. Day of weed spraying now then. Should see the weeds get removed this time on this field anyway. Yeah. Right, I can do the bit down here, and then that'll actually give me more room to turn around. I won't have to drive into the trees then. So yeah, that's a good move, smart decision. There we go, keep running along. Running all the way. We are here on the map. I'm hoping at some point the like I say, the temperature is going to go up. Tomorrow, probably. Looking at that. Can't remember where I started spraying. Probably have to use the field with no crop on it to give me an indication. Tell you what, if the train comes and I'm mucking about doing this, turning round malarkey, I'm going to get squished. I probably ought to have done an edge down the edge of that field. Why am I dropping frames again all of a sudden? 1,475. Somebody's mucking about using the internet. Stop! Don't get run over. We don't want to get run over. I've used half me herbicide already, and I've only done half of these fields. Right, I found the beginning. So now we work up the field. Now we work up the hill. So chances are I'm going to need to refill after doing these 3 fields, which is not a problem. Then, first year I expect us to hemorrhage lots of cash. I expect us just to hemorrhage money all throughout the first year while we're getting started, getting things set up, until we get those first harvests in and we start selling our crops, until we start selling our bricks and start selling our gold. We're not really in a position where we can make a lot of money. That's why this 2 million bucks that I've got in my account currently has got to try and last. And I know for a fact we still need to buy more equipment. I'm going to need a potato harvester, sugar beet harvester. We're going to need a forage harvester to do the poplars. But yeah, it's going to be nice to have these fields weed free. I'm not going to worry about weeding grass. I'm not going to do the grass fields, don't worry. I might have just enough herbicide to do the potato and sugar beet fields after this, before I have to refill. I'm hoping there's a refill somewhere at the farm though. I don't want to have to drive all the way back to the store for more herbicide. There we go, quick spin round. And away we go. That is all of these fields de-weeded. 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 There. Right. No weeds on my fields, no weeds on my fields. Now I just need to do the sugar beets and the potatoes. Do we get weeds on poplar fields? Doesn't look like we get weeds in amongst poplar. That's an interesting one. Probably only need to go down and up to do these fields, I think. Would be my guess. Probably only need to go once down the field, once up it. And these will be done. Is there a way for me to get across anywhere? There's a bridge. And obviously we've got a lot of field over here to spray as well, which is why I'm going to need to refill. That'll do. Yeah, I'm not going to have to spray too much. So yeah, I should be able to get these two fields done without running out of herbicide. I need to go and check to see if there's an actual refill place somewhere on the farm for herbicide. Plane flying over. Whoosh. There we are. Alright, let's see if we can refill. Because like I say, I've got 2 fields there to do. 14 and 15. We're not going to do 5, 6, 11 and 12 until after they've been seeded. Because herbicide can mess with fertiliser. And I don't want to risk messing up the fertiliser by putting herbicide down too early. Yes, we do have a refill tank at the farm. Hallelujah. So yeah, I'm only going to fill this up with fertiliser because I don't plan on ever doing any fertilising of crops once they're in the ground. So I'm not going to be spraying any crops after they've been planted. So yeah, I can just fill this right up with fill it right up with herbicide. It's cost me 14,000 bucks. It's expensive. Not cheap. Wait. Ah! It's like, may have started unfolding too early. Can I beat it? Can I get out of the yard before? No. So yeah, 14 and 15 are going to get sprayed. suppose one thing that's going to affect my decision making process on the whole what baler do we go for is how many of each type of bale can my trailer hold. If there is one type of bale that it can hold more of, then it makes sense that I go for the baler that does that type of bale, don't I? And I know that's a thought that's just come randomly out of nowhere because I haven't been talking about baling, but I have been thinking about it. $22 round bales. Are those the normal round bales? I think they are. So that would be 4 bales more than square. Because square bales we can only transport 18. So yeah. We might be going round baler for the farm. So round straw bales, round hay bales, round grass bales, which then get wrapped, turned into silage. It's a possibility, everybody. I mean, I can carry 4 more bales on the trailer, which at that capacity is an extra 32,000 litres every single run I make. Probably worth doing, I think, having round bales. I know there's always the risk that they're going to go rolling all over the map. They're going to be difficult to contain. So half a day done already here on day 7. After I've done the spraying, I'm going to take the auger wagon and my tree maverick. I'm going to go over to the sawmill. I'm going to get rid of the tree stumps that I sadly wasn't able to remove with the chainsaw. I'm then going to pick up all the wood chips that are in the sawmill currently. I'm going to bring them back and put them in the carton machine. I'm then going to get some pallets out of the pallet production, bring those over to the carton machine. We can start producing some cartons then. There we go. Just spray this last little edge. These fields are pretty much done then. Don't need to worry about them now till harvest. Till the harvest time in the autumn. Just watch them grow over the next periods. Like I say, I didn't really seed everything on this field. Again, the seeder didn't quite line up. Based on my seeder's width and the field widths, it didn't kind of work out. Because I never set the seeder to the actual edge as well, which maybe next time round, year 2, I might be a bit more, if you like, critical. Right, so that's going to come over here. Right, I'm going to move. I want to move the tanker. Because he's kind of parked in the way, actually. So you can come over here and park. Just out of curiosity, is this a gate that I can open? It is. So we actually have gates. Okay. Drive-through. Right, so I want wood chips from the sawmill. And I want to remove the stumps from the trees that I've already cut down. Which I couldn't do previously. Because the machine didn't like it. So we'll need to go and get some pallets as well. So I'm up here. So I want to come down past field 23, and then I want to be turning right. Train's coming. And some wood chips. It's also a great way to remove some of these fake trees. Hey, even remove that one. Brilliant. Some of these like logs on the ground. It makes sense just to remove them. There's clearly a stump there. It's actually kind of sat on top of the thing now. So that's actually got quite a long pickup range then. 21,000 wood chips. That's fine. I mean, obviously, if I wanted to get some more really quickly, I could just chop down a few trees with this right now. There was another log there. Another fallen tree. There's another one here, look. So we'll remove that. We might as well have all the freebies that we can. Don't we? Right, that'll do. Take this back to the farm. Got some wood chips for our carton machine. Oh, hang on a minute. No. Let's let's get rid of these logs that have fallen. Anything that's just sat on the ground, dead wood. We may as well take that. Oops. Now I've done it. Got. No train coming, so straight through. So yeah, we've got our wood chips, which will go nicely into making our cartons. Park that there. Pick up my weight. Switch to my own auger pipe. Hold that out. Like I say, we're aiming to fill this machine up. It's a little bit tight. Probably would have been better off moving it a little bit further away from the wall. But I wasn't... Obviously you can't tell until you've placed it what inputs are where and where you're going to be filling stuff. Unfortunately, couldn't really do... Couldn't do a great deal. So that's emptying. JD. Right, let me go get some pallets now then. I don't remember where the way in and way out is. I think it's over here. Yeah, if I go this way, it's going to bring me out. And then I can go straight round to the sawmill. Let me go this way. I've done 20 empty pallets. Which will actually be all of them. I can hold all 20 pallets. Yes. My truck fully loaded up. We could bring this to the farm. We can now be producing a lot of cartons. Which will be quite helpful. Didn't really mean to come this way, but nevertheless, we've done it now. There's no turning back. Hang on a minute, what are you growing? How are you growing corn? It's not warm enough. He thinks the AI farmers are cheating. I think they're cheating. Because they've got crop in the ground that I can't plant yet. Right, there's me pallets then. And we've got a building working, ladies and gentlemen. Another production is up and running. Wood chips, pallets. Water, we've got a lot of water. And we'll start producing cartons, which will be nice. As I say, trying to work out what we can actually sell from our productions at the moment. Bricks, boards, stone. Soybean straw. It's not giving me any sale data for corn stalks, canola straw or soybean straw. So I don't know when the best time of the year is to sell that, or if anyone's actually going to even pay for it. See, corn and soybeans have low frost resistance, which is why I don't want to plant them until the temperature, like I say, is perfect, and it's nowhere near yet. We can go back to the gravel yard. Move some more gravel about. I wonder if we should go and sell gold. That one's at 54% when it finished. So another 2 buckets have been produced during the day. 2 buckets. And then we're going to get this in here. $63,429 litres of gravel now. That should make lots of bricks. Let's head back up here and see where we are in the old stone making business. Looks like I've got 3 pallets of bricks down there. So brick making is going well. Really? Is there any need for that? go. A little bit more soil. Just to keep the soil machine happy. Certainly goes through it quick. Go, baby! Now I think if I want to actually access any of these machines, I need to go down to the main Ujima flip down here, where these boards are. Gold separator, open the product menu. Got 83 litres so far. Wondering if I should get myself a vehicle. Just for driving around the mapping. We'll have a pickup truck, shall we? We'll go grab that 85 litres of gold. That's what we'll do. And then we'll have a trip to the bank and we'll try and sell it. And see if the bank will buy the gold. And we can see how much 85 litres of gold is actually worth. Nope, gone the wrong way. That's what the horn should be as you come into this place. Got the gold. I I got the gold, baby. I need to sell it. And the bank is on the corner of the street. Free liters of gold. We're gonna get rich. We're gonna get rich. We're gonna get rich. All four wheels off the ground. Airtime, baby. Hello there, Mr. Bank Manager. I come bearing gold. $9,000. 9,000 bucks for 83 litres of gold. We're gonna need a lot more gold, aren't we? We're gonna need a lot more gold. $9,000 isn't gonna get us rich, kids. I mean, technically speaking, the herbicide costs more than the gold. So, according to that, herbicide's a far better resource than gold. If you've got herbicide, you're going to be, and you sell herbicide, you're going to make more money than you are selling gold. It's an interesting one. I was kind of hoping that gold was going to be quite a money maker. Right, so if we want to get rich, how are we going to do it? We're going to sell more bricks. If we're going to sell more bricks, we're going to need a lot more cement for a start. We've only got 14,000 litres of bricks at the minute. Which is worth how much? About 13 grand. Yeah, we're not making A lot of money here, folks. Bricks 965, boards 500 bucks, stone. I mean, if we could really crank out the stone, gravel, we could make money. But then our dynamite blasting needs to be a heck of a lot faster as well. Our dynamite output. I mean, we're still half full of dynamite. We're just obviously going to have to let it run for several days because it's quite slow. Everything's all a little bit slow. Anyway, let's just ramp the timescale up a bit, because I would like to fast forward and sleep through the night again and get to at least day... day 8. Some of these production factories could maybe do with having their output per hour tweaked, I think. For single player. So that I'm actually able to get products out of them and move stuff. Going for a quick swim. Can't open the doors, sadly. So yeah, when it comes to like doing the baling then, going back to the baling subject that I touched on a little bit earlier, I'm thinking round baler is the way to go then. If I can carry 4 more round bales than I can square ones. So we're probably going to go for the... FBP. Narrow jewels, windrower. I would probably have it with the windrower, I think, just for making life easy. So yeah, if we want to make hay, we're going to need a tedder as well, aren't we? So probably going to have to invest in that. So I'm probably going to want maybe the JD. Maybe the JD. 8.7 meters. It's not going to be massively wide, but or do we go just with the regular old Pottinger thing? That one, tried and tested. We know that works. We're going to need that, so we'll get one of them. I mean, as far as animal transporting goes later on, we do have the 48 footer. The 48 footer, which is quite nice. the TLX one. Doorway ramp. So yeah, there's quite a few options on this trailer. I might get one of them for transporting animals down the road. Still haven't bought myself a funder yet. Nor have I thought any more about possibility of getting a tri-bine. We might get a tri-bine. Obviously, when it comes to potatoes and stuff, we're going to need one of these bad boys. Homer, maybe? Depends on the header, doesn't it? .4 meters as opposed to 4 meters. So yeah, the Homer's probably the one I will go for. I wonder if I should even think about doing a contract tomorrow. If there are any contracts to do. There's a couple of fertilising gigs. There's even a cultivating of field 10 for £4 grand. I mean, it's not a lot of money, but you know, it's cultivating. It'll give me some field work to do. Because I'm going to guess potentially that it's not going to be warm enough tomorrow to do the planting. But you never know. We might be close enough that I could plant maybe a day early. If we look at the weather forecast, we're not forecast any kind of frost. So maybe I could start putting the soybeans and corn in the ground tomorrow and just take a chance that it will germinate once the temperature gets to the correct value. You know? And see what happens. Oh, splash. Splish splash. Well, everybody's down here. Everything's at the farm. Like I say, I've got me one of my seeders ready to go already. We might drag out the DB90. We might take that out and do some seeding with that as well. To get the corn and soybeans planted relatively quickly. After we've got them planted, obviously we'll need to herbicide the fields to kill the weeds. And then it's pretty much kick back and see what summer brings us. Because we'll be done for spring really at that point. So I'm kind of wondering if I will need to skip a couple of days off camera for people. So we can get into summer and see what happens. Because it might be that the last few days of spring I don't really have anything to do. Apart from, say, keeping the sawmill stocked up with logs and boards. And Here's the house. Farmer Klein YouTube. Why don't they put my poster on any of the walls in any of the buildings? Why has no one done a poster for me? You know, I've certainly done way more Let's Plays than Farmer Klein. I know he does his mod reviews and his map reviews, but I've actually played the game more than him. You know? Come on, I want to sleep. I want it to become night time. I don't even know if it's worth getting any chickens yet at this point in time. I forgot with seasons. I just want to go for egg laying. It's white leghorns. If I want to go for a bit of both, it's Rhode Island Reds. So if I just want to go for egg production, it'll be banging out the white leghorns, making sure they've got food. And then obviously we'll get pallets of eggs spawning, which we'll be able to take and sell. I mean, I think I start with... I've got a little bit of wheat and barley already in the silo. Right, it's time to sleep, everybody. Let's go get to day 8, shall we? And wake up a little bit later at 8 AM as well. There we go. So it's currently 9 degrees. I reckon that's going to be close enough, you know. I reckon that's close enough that we can be seeding our soybeans and corn. Worst comes to the worst, tomorrow day 9, as we move into late spring, the temperature's definitely going to be warm enough, look. Definitely going to be warm enough. So I think what I'm going to do then is I'm going to leave it here for now. I'm going to go take a bit of a break from streaming for the afternoon. I will be back later on the multiplayer map. I will be on multiplayer tonight. I've decided. So I will be back later on this evening. But for now, I'm going to leave it right here on Slovak Village. We're going to be seeding next time I'm on the map, which will be Thursday, I believe, is when I next plan to live stream this map. So Thursday daytime will be when I'm back on here. So if you are enjoying this playthrough, come back Thursday and see what happens. So thank you, everybody. I will see you all later on. Take care of yourselves for now. Stay safe and catch you all